This video showcases unique archival images that cannot be found in history books. Please subscribe to the channel before watching to support our development. Thank you to all our subscribers for your continued support. The photo titled Oven of Life depicts women cooking food in a dilapidated oven in Belarus in January 1942 during World War II. Despite the challenges of war, people adapted and persevered. Despite losing loved ones and homes, the women did not lose hope and instead adapted to survive in extreme conditions. The back of the black and white photo read, 1 horsepower. A comical situation that occurred during the troubled time of 1941. When the Netherlands was occupied by German troops. Due to this shortage, gasoline became scarce, and cars had to be pulled by horses. The man in the picture is not a madman, but rather Harry Gardner, also known as the Fly Man. Flymen climbed skyscrapers without insurance and gained fame and money for their daring feats. Advertisers such as insurance companies, banks, and movie companies paid for their performances. Gardner drew record crowds of onlookers with his stunts. They were the first roofers, so to speak. While conquering a skyscraper in Detroit, they attracted a crowd of 150,000 onlookers. Gardner disappeared suddenly and was later found dead in 1933 at the foot of the Eiffel Tower. Surprisingly, he was not killed by a fall, but rather by other people who beat him to death. The text ends with a reference to a settler with a broken tire. They had no money, no food, and only 3 gallons of gasoline left in the tank. In August 1936, a family was traveling from Dallas to Austin, Texas in search of work in the Arkansas cotton fields. Meanwhile, if you have purchased a large quantity of coats for your store and business has not picked up, what should you do? How can you attract customers to your store without risking financial ruin? In 1936, Charles Trelstrup of Copenhagen came up with a clever solution. He hired workers to erect scaffolding around the building, on which store employees hung their coats. The ploy was successful. People came to see the seasonal display and ended up leaving with their coats. However, one question remains: what if it rains? As for the yellow canaries, their relevance to the topic is unclear. These women in the photograph were referred to as canaries. In April 1917, they were employed in British armaments factories and tasked with filling artillery shells. The nickname canaries was given due to the fact that the chemical compound trinitrotoluene, which was used in the shells, caused severe liver damage and turned the skin of female factory workers yellow. During World War I, approximately 80% of all British arms and ammunition were manufactured by women. This fragment also includes a reference to a beauty gadget from the 1940s, specifically a $6 nose shaper that was advertised as a way to achieve the perfect nose. In 1944, more than 100,000 units were sold. Additionally, the fragment mentions an unusual baby stroller. In 1938, during the gas mask trials in Great Britain, a few resourceful individuals recognized the need to protect the youngest members of society. As a result, a gas stroller was developed in the form of a capsule attached to a standard baby stroller. The baby would breathe air that had been purified through a system of asbestos filters. Similarly, in the USSR in 1982, a solarium was introduced. To ensure that sanatoriums remain active during the winter, vacationers are now provided with year-round tanning facilities. The cost is minimal, requiring only a booth made of chipboard and glass, while the potential income is significant. Both male and female vacationers can enjoy these showcases for sunbathing. As for becoming famous for a day, a housewife from the town of Sulacoga, Alabama, will tell us how, with her story of the kiss of a meteorite. On November 30th, 1954, while lying on the couch and preparing to take a nap, Ann Hodges was interrupted by a meteorite that broke through her roof, crashed into the wall, bounced into the radio, and finally landed on her side. The celestial guest's visit resulted in Mrs. Hodges being hospitalized and proudly showing off her huge bruise. She became the first person in history to be hit by a meteorite. Her photo, like the meteorite, quickly spread across the pages of newspapers, but unfortunately did not bring personal happiness. Hodges stopped working and began attempting to profit from the meteorite. Disputes and squabbles over money eventually led to the breakup of the family. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you soon!